Hello everyone, welcome back. We are on day 17. Today we have a 20-minute express full body workout coming for you. All you need for today's workout is a resistance band and then also a pair of hand weights. But as always, if you don't have these props at home, feel free to just use body weight, you will still feel it. We are gonna get started today in a child's pose. So just come down to your mat, knees nice and wide, sit those glutes back into the heels, extend your arms long in front of you and bring that head down to the mat. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Begin to walk your hands over to the right side of the mat, stack your left hand on top of the right hand, take another deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and then walk your hands over to the other side of the mat, stacking your right hand on top this time. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Bring those hands back center, and then we're going to rock it up into a tabletop position, stacking those shoulders right over those wrists. And we're going to drop the belly down. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, press the ground away, round out through the back. Taking some nice cat-cows here to wake up the body. Exhale as you round that back. On this next round, meet me with a flat back. After you take that exhale, flat back. Now bring that right hand up to the ceiling, circle out through those wrists, both directions. And then thread the needle, bring that right arm through. Drop that head to the mat. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can bring that left hand over to that right hip. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Press that left hand back down on the mat. Bring that hand back up to the ceiling. A couple more circles. And then drop that hand down. Same thing on the other side. Bring that left hand up to the ceiling. Circle it in one direction. And then the other. And then thread the needle, bringing that head all the way down to the mat. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can bring that right hand over that left hip. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Press that right hand back into the mat, bringing that left hand back up one more time. A couple more circles here. And then we're going to bring it back to a tabletop position. Now make sure that your wrists are right underneath those shoulders and that your knees are right underneath those hips. We're going to tuck the toes under and we're going to take a couple hover holds. Hover it up, hold for 3 seconds, and then set those knees back down. Hover it back up. 1, 2, 3. Set those knees back down. Just warming up that core, working into those legs a little bit. It's a quick workout today, so the warm-up will be fast. We're going to hold it in that hover in 3, 2, 1. Hold it in the hover. Walk your legs out into a plank and then bring it back to the hover. Switch legs each time. Right, right, and then left, right, right, left. Hold that plank in 3, 2, on 1, just hold the plank. Hold it for 10 seconds before we set those knees down. 3, 2, 1. Set those knees down. Bring it back into a child's pose. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then we're gonna rock it up. Grab onto that resistance band. If you have one, you're gonna get started with a little bit of core work. Now come down onto the mat, flat on your back, and then bring those knees to a tabletop position. Pointing to those toes, making sure that leg is at a 90-degree angle. Bring those hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Curl the head up, and then bring it back down. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you go back down. Make sure you keep those legs at a 90-degree angle, keeping those elbows nice and wide, pressing that lower back into the mat. We hold that head up in 3, 2, 1. Hold the head up. We drop the toes. We bring it back up. We drop the toes. We bring it back up. Just tapping those toes down, bringing it back to about 90 degrees. You don't want to bring the legs too far into that chest. We hold the legs up, head still lifted in 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs up, just press into that band. Press, press. See if you can deepen that curl. Curl that head up at least 1 more inch. Starting to wake up those legs. We have a combo in 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs back in. Tap the toes down, bring them up, work against that band. Tap down, up, work against that band. Now, if you don't have a band at home, try to create that tension for yourself. Act like you're working against a band. Be nice, slow, and intentional when you bring those legs out so that you're not just using momentum. And then bring it back in. We hold the legs at 90 in 3, 2, 1. Hold it at 90. We bring the legs out. We press against the band. We bring it back in. We bring the legs out, press against the band, bring it back in. Now, if you need to modify it here, you can always feel free to bring that head down to the mat, or you can just bring those legs up higher like this. And then as you continue to work through this challenge, hopefully you'll be able to bring those legs a little bit farther down in the future. Take what your body needs today. We hold it at 90 in 3, 2, 1. Hold it at 90. We just pulse it up with that chest, seeing if you can get a little bit higher every single time you pulse it up. 10 more seconds in this pulse. Don't set that head down. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Drop that head. Bring the knees into the chest. You can rock back and forth. Little spinal massage. Now that that core is woken up, let's take that band off. You can stay on your back, so just drop it off to the side. We're gonna get into the series of 5. So we're gonna curl, bring those knees into the chest, curl that head and chest off the mat, bring your hands to the base of your right knee, extend your left leg to a 45-degree angle, bring your knee into your chest, and then switch, 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 switch. Breathing through it, exhale every time that leg goes out. As you're in this position, think about maintaining that head curl, gazing towards your core, not straining your neck and looking up at the ceiling. We have 10 more seconds here. And then we hold that head up, bring those knees back in 3, 2, 1. Knees are in the chest, head stays up. We extend everything long, circle those arms around, bring those knees back in. Extend those arms and legs long, circle, bring the knees back into the chest. As everything goes long, think about really taking the bend out of those knees, out of those elbows, trying to reach yourself from wall to wall. If you need to modify, you can bring that head down, or just like one of the curl exercises, just bring those legs up a little bit higher. Those are the 2 modifications I have for you. Take breaks when you need them. We have 5 more seconds in this, and then we get a little bit of a break. 3, 2, 1. Set your head down. Keep those knees into the chest. Again, you can rock back and forth. That feels good on your spine. And then we're gonna curl it right back up. Curl that head and chest off the mat. Bring those legs long to the ceiling. Legs are together, toes are pointed. You're gonna grab onto the calf or the ankle of your right leg, whatever's accessible to you. Drop that leg down to a 45-degree angle. Pulse the leg twice, and then switch. Pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Trying to keep those legs as straight as possible, trying to take that bend out of those knees, pointing through those toes, gazing at your core. Again, a modification is to bring that head down or just to shorten that range of motion with those legs. Don't drop the leg down as low. 10 more seconds before we hold the head up and bring those legs together. 3, 2, 1. Don't drop that head. Bring the legs together. Bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Drop the legs down to 45 and then lift them back up. A modification here is just to go little range of motion. You don't need to work down all the way to 45 if that's not accessible to you. Another modification here is just to drop that head. If you drop the head, bring the hands down to the side like this. If you can, keep that head curled up. Legs go up and down, gazing towards that core. Exhale as the legs come back up. Inhale as they go down. 5 more seconds. Then you bring those knees into the chest. 3, 2, 1. Drop the head. Bring the knees into the chest. Make little circles with your knees. Massaging that lower back. Giving your head a little bit of a break. And we are going to end off this series of 5 with crisscross. We're going to curl that head and chest back off the mat. Bring the hands behind the head. Extend the left leg to 45 degrees. And then cross over that left elbow towards that right knee. And switch, 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 switch. Really think about twisting that body all the way over. Each time a little bit different than a bicycle. Really working into that twist. Exhale as the leg goes long. Your breath will always help you deepen your core engagement, so do not hold that breath. Breathe through it. We get a break with this core work in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees into your chest. Couple more circles with those knees. Little spinal massage, and then let's rock forward and back till we come to a seated position. Now we're going to get into some glute work. So you can bring that band back on over those legs. The band should just go a couple inches above those knees, and then if you would like, bring those weights with you as well. Coming back down onto the mat, flat on your back, and then keeping your feet flat on the mat. Extend those arms long to the ceiling. We're going to get into some glute work. Let's start with some slow glute bridges, articulating through the spine. So we're going to lift up, nice and slow articulation, and then we articulate the back down onto the mat, upper back, mid back, lower back. As you lift the hips up, lower back, mid back, upper back comes off. Just warming up the spine before we add on with our glute bridging today. Keeping those weights right up and overhead. It's just giving us a little extra balance work in this position, especially when we get to single leg work. We drop the hips down in 3, 2, on 1. Just drop those hips down. Make sure your heels are nice and grounded into the mat. Now we're going to take that articulation out and just go with normal glute bridges. So just lifting up and lowering, lifting up and lowering. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you come down. We hold the hips high in 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold the hips high, press against that band, keep those hips at that highest point. Press, 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 press. If you don't have a band, again, act like you're working against a band. Try not to just use momentum as you shift those knees out. Do it with intention and control, keeping those hips in that same place as you work against the band. We hold those legs back in 3, 2, 1. Hold those legs in. Now we're going to bring it up to the toes, both heels off the mat. We're going to lower and lift, lower and lift. Exhale as the hips go high. We hold it up at the highest point in 3, 2, on 1. Hold those hips up, press into the band, and then bring it back down. Little combo, up, still high on those toes, and then press against the band. Every time we bring those hips up, fight to keep them at that same height or just bring them up even higher. Burning these glutes out. Lift it back up, work against that band, and then set it down. We hold the hips high in 3, 2, 1. Hold it high, just pulse, 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 pulse. Pulse it up. Great job, y'all. I know the glutes are starting to burn. Fight to stay high on those toes. We hold those hips high in 3, 2, 1. Just hold it high. We're gonna bring those weights off to the side and then bring them back in. Just waking up that upper body while we're still burning out these glutes. See if you can get those hips an inch higher. Keep them nice and lifted. 10 more seconds in this hold. See if you can lift your hips even higher. Keep working the arms. 3, 2, 1. Bring everything back center and then set it down. You can bring those weights off to the side for a moment. Bring those knees into the chest. You can roll out through those ankles since we were on the toes for quite a bit. And then we're gonna plant those feet back down onto the mat. We have a little bit of single leg glute work, and then we will get into some arm work. Bringing those arms back up to the ceiling. Gonna lift those hips off the mat. Ground that right heel into the mat. Bring that left foot up to the sky. Leg is long. We lower and lift. We are not gonna be in this single leg work for long. So stay in it. You are so strong. You got this. We hold the leg up in 3, 2, 1. We pulse, 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 pulse every time, trying to get those hips higher and higher. We set it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the hips down. Woo. All right. Other side. We lift the hips back up. Extend that right leg long to the sky this time, pointing to the toes. Just lift and lower. Again, this single leg glute work is real fast. You got it. We're almost to that arm work. We hold it up for those pulses in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse, 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 pulse it up. Keep those hips squared. We drop those hips in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Great job. You can just set those weights to the side. Rock it up. We're going to get into some arm work. The camera. Again, if you do not have weights at home, no worries. This will still burn with just body weight, bringing those arms up and overhead. So we're gonna just do a couple warm-up exercises without any weight. So we're just gonna roll those arms back, big circles. Fingers are spread apart. And then we're gonna circle it the opposite direction. If you still have a band on, think about still engaging those legs the entire time. So slight press into that band. Bring those arms back down. Draw those shoulders down the back. Reach for those weights. We're gonna just start in our heels. We're gonna be lifting and lowering, serving the platter, and then bringing it back in. Arms go all the way out to shoulder height, and then back in. Exhale as the arms come out. Inhale as they come in. We hold those arms out long. In 3, 2, on 1. Hold them long. We flip the palms back and forth. Nice and controlled. These are pretty small half circles with those arms, keeping everything at shoulder height. Make sure you're engaging your core here so you're not arching through that back. We hold it with the palms faced up in 3, 2, 1. Hold it, palms face up. We bend the arms, we pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse it up. Keep those arms at that same height. We hold it here at 90 in 3, 2, on 1. Open those arms, close, bring those weights to touch in the center. If you don't have weights, bring those arms to touch in the center. All the way out and in, out and in. We hold those arms off to the side for a pulse, and we get a slight break with this arm work, so keep those arms up. 3, 2, hold it at 90 to the side, pulse up, up, up. Keep it at that shoulder height. 10 more seconds. Then we set the weights down for a moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. All right, you can roll out those shoulders for a moment. Just a slight break. And we're gonna pick those weights right back up. Draw the shoulders down the back. Stay nice and relaxed with those shoulders, band through the neck, keeping that tension on that band. The weights are gonna come up and overhead, touch in the center, and then back down. Exhale as the arms come up. Inhale as they come back down. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Don't let them creep up to the ears. We hold at the top in 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, nice, slow and controlled. Bring the arms down to those thighs. We take lateral raises to the front and then back down. Making sure they come at shoulder height every time. Slight pause at the top and then lift them, bring them back down. Lift them up, slight pause at the top, lower the arms back down. Exhale as the arms come up. Inhale as they come down. Great job, y'all. Up. We hold it down to the thighs in 3, 2, 1. Hold it down at your thighs. Bring them off to the side. We have those lateral raises to the side. Bring them to shoulder height. Slight pause. Then lower those arms back down. Up. Slight pause. And lower back down. Make sure those shoulders aren't creeping up towards those ears. You lower those arms in 10 seconds. Don't drop them down. If you need to, just drop those weights and use your body weight. 3, 2, 1. Drop the arms down. Great job. Now we're gonna turn. Well, I'm gonna turn so I can show you, but we're gonna get into some tricep work. So we're just gonna bring those triceps in. Once they're at that highest point, you're just gonna kick back through those forearms and then bring it back in. Keeping those triceps at the same height, just kicking back through those forearms. Keeping that head in line with the spine so you're not straining your neck. We hold it up for a pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold it back. Pulse, 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 pulse it up. Don't hold your breath. Breathe through it. We pulse it in 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Pulse it in, in. Use your back. We just have a hold in 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. We drop those arms in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. We are done with that work today. That express workout was real fast. Y'all did an amazing job. Hit every single body part. And now we cool down. Since we're already in this seated position, we're just gonna come to a little crisscross. We're gonna take some seated cat-cows. So inhale, arch that belly forward. Exhale, round through that back. Inhale. Exhale, round through that back. Palms are on those knees, bringing those arms all the way straight. Inhale. Exhale, arms go long, rounding through that back as much as you can. Then we're gonna sit it back up. We're gonna bring our arm over, roll out through those wrists, both directions. And then opposite arm comes over, rolling out through those wrists, both directions. And then again, as we did in that arm warm up, we're just gonna do some big circles behind us. Fingers spread apart. And then reverse directions. And bring those hands back down onto those knees. Bring your head over to one side, let it hang there. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then circle your head in one direction. And then when your head gets to that other side, let it hang there for a moment. And then begin to circle in that opposite direction. And bring the head back center. And we are done. Great job with this 20-minute express full body workout. And I will see you again on day 19. Thank you.